Potent Pondering, I'm back with another video, yo. So it's like Cardi B is just not letting this rest. Y'all already know back in 2022, Cardi B sued Tasha K over that defamation case, and she was awarded like what, $4.2 million in a defamation settlement. So I've kind of like forgot about that. I mean, it will come across my mind because it's not my money. I don't have to pay it, so it's not something that I think about regularly. But what I want to say is, Cardi is talking about how she's spending so much money on all of this and all of that per month on all of these bags and jewelry and all of that, right? I think that her lawyer fees cost so much money, and I think that this is a part of the reason why she's shaking down Tasha K for that money. And she's just like, you know, she wanted. So anyway, it came out that Tasha K, and listen, I don't have nothing, listen, I personally feel like this. If she can find a way to skirt around without paying Cardi, then do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like this whole thing was frivolous anyway. Frivolous, erroneous. She just didn't like Tasha K. And I personally feel like she's trying to stick it to her heart. She see Tasha out here going on tour, doing something that she never did before, going up in the stores. Cardi ain't never been on no tour. 7 years in the game. To next year, her album is 7 years. The girl ain't the girl ain't go out on a trek on tour once. You know what I'm saying? But she want that money though. So anyway, I want to read this article to you from The Root that I seen. So it says, uh-oh. Know how you see a little kid, they drop something, or a little kid drop something, they be like, uh-oh. Cardi B's latest move against YouTuber Tasha K proves she's done playing around. All right. So the gal, Cardi B. All right, so it seems like the legal battle between Cardi B and YouTuber Tasha K continues to ping pong back and forth, but its latest update might expedite its finish. Oh, how it's gonna expedite it? I mean, if she said, I ain't got it, where you gonna get it from? If she said, I ain't got it, where you gonna get it from? All right. So as previously reported by The Root in January of 2022, Tasha, real name LaTasha Kibi, was ordered to pay $4.25 million as a result of losing a defamation suit lobbed against her by the Bodak Yellow rapper. All right. In the years since, the popular social media personality has filed 2 appeals unsuccessfully. You know, Tasha did try to skate, around that. I think they even mentioned that if Tasha K files bankruptcy, that she won't even be able to get out of it, being that it was defamation. That sounds like some student loan type shit. This shoot. I'm trying to find a way to get out of student loan right now. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, all right. So 2 appeals unsuccessfully, declared bankruptcy, and argued that she's unable to pay Cardi all that money because she simply does not have it. And then she has some merch that say, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. All right. So, however, back in June of 2023, when the 2 women got into an online spat, thanks to Tasha's negative comments on the late rapper's beloved Migos member Takeoff. Oh, this was what riled her up. Y'all remember this? They was arguing over Takeoff. All right. Cardi warned Tasha that she'd pay for her words and alluded to the fact that her lawyers knew that she had hidden money stashed. And she was saying like, oh, embezzle, you going to jail somewhere in Africa. So she said that Tasha K has some money somewhere over in Africa, other than the motherland and the other land, probably somewhere in the brother man. So, okay, fast forward to Friday, December 12th, the WAP rapper filed new documents in Florida's bankruptcy court that allege that, per TMZ, that Tasha transferred assets and income out of her name and into her husband's name and or business. And how I personally feel about that, Cardi, you talk about you live by the street code and all of that, right? This is snitching basically. So you could get Tasha K locked up for that and put her in a world of legal troubles just doing that. I just don't respect it. I don't respect it. Listen, if you're this blessed and you spending all this money on Van Cleef's and all of this jewelry and stuff like that, what is that for? That $4 million is a crumb. You should be making that through, the whole thing with whip shots. I was one of the people who was talking about how Cardi ain't been promoting whip shots and it's the holiday season, and then she came up doing some sorry ass promo for it. Like, Cardi, you gonna do this? So you knew that you found out that she filed bankruptcy, and now you trying to like go against her and have the courts? Come on, this is wrong. It's wrong. So the documents allege that Tasha K put money in offshore accounts in Cook Islands, Nevis, and the country of Georgia. All right. So further evidence allegedly supporting the claim that The social media star had hidden money that include a recent luxury apartment upgrade. She ain't supposed to live right. You only supposed to be the only one that lives right. Talking about how your daughter's a princess and this and that. You don't think that a black woman in a black family deserve to live right? Who cares if she got a luxury apartment? You see how many views she get on YouTube? She should have whatever she want to. What is wrong with these people? A luxury apartment upgrade, designer handbags. Who cares? You only supposed to be. You ain't even listen. Let me tell you something. You talking about your crocodile bags is down from the Nile River and all that, so Tasha can't have nice designer bags? You think you supposed to be the only one with it? You got it all by sucking black peen. Like, stop this. This is what get me mad at her. Designer handbags, jewelry, and clothes that she's allegedly been flaunting on social media. So what? You do too. And you recently had a ghostwriter that just came out mad because he jump-started your career and you try to act like you was Cardi. You was the personality Cardi B before the music, and before the music got married into that. Stop it. Cardi has also asked the courts to subsequently dismiss Tasha's bankruptcy case and block her from refiling it for 2 years so that she can attempt to get the million she's legally owed. This is some whack shit. This is whack. Tasha has yet to respond to the new court filings, but if things continue to go down this road, she may have to be dealing with Cardi for much longer than she wants to. All right? So that was one article that I read from The Root. Let me go on TMZ and see if they offer anything more, because I feel like I seen online the direct article, the court documents. I want to see if I can find the court documents. Cardi B, Tasha K. So let's just wait and try to pull that up. All right, so let's see. What is? So breaking, Cardi B has filed a motion to dismiss Chapter 11 bankruptcy case and the alternative convert the case to a case under Chapter 7 of the bankruptcy code with Tasha K. Cardi has displayed Tasha K's offshore accounts in the documents below. So we pretty much read all of that, right? Yeah, we pretty much read all of that. But I just don't understand, like, you know, if you're getting so much money and this woman trying to file bankruptcy, it's like, is it Cardi doing this or is it her legal representation trying to do this to get the money? $4 million should be a crumb to somebody who's getting allegedly 700,000 checks from Shein. That should be a crumb off a wafer. Crumb off a wafer to the girl. But I understand, because listen, if somebody owed me $4 million, I want it. So I do understand, but then I don't. It's just like all of this snitching. And you trying to get her in trouble. You saying she filed bankruptcy and then she hiding money here and there. So that means that she must have put some sort of PI, private investigator, to search Tasha's funds and all of that. What happens if you fraudulently file bankruptcy? Let me just Google that real quick and see if Cardi is really a snitch. Cardi B. Oh man, no. Let's put fraud, bankruptcy. Let's see, bankruptcy. All right, so bankruptcy fraud is a white-collar crime that involves intentional misuse of the bankruptcy system to avoid paying creditors, concealing assets, filing false documents, transferring assets, multiple filings, bribery, and petition. Bankruptcy fraud is serious crime and penalties can include up to 5 years in prison. You trying to send Tasha K and her hubby to prison? What type of place you expecting her kids to live in? You want them to be poverty-stricken? You want the rules to be stricken? Huh? Talking about she wearing designer handbags and living in luxury. What you think? You think she don't deserve to be up in no plush places because you feel like she don't deserve it? This is so wrong. Why you can listen, or what you really should have did is you should approach Tasha and be like, yo, listen, like, you know, I see you doing this. I see you living lavish and eating that Chick-fil-A and eating that Jason's Deli. You know what I'm saying? But we got to work something out. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to, you know, push the issue. You ain't giving no warning or none of that. I'm hoping that none of this is true. I'm hoping that, you know, maybe these offshore accounts, maybe it's something, maybe it's not real. Maybe this is just all a dream. But I feel like it's foul for Cardi to be trying to do that like that, you know? So they said bankruptcy fraud is a serious crime and the penalties can include up to 5 years in prison. 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Bankruptcy fraud is often linked to other crimes such as identity theft, money laundering, and mortgage fraud. You can report suspected bankruptcy fraud to the Department of Justice. So what you think is going to happen when she go and win? What you thought was going to happen when you went to them courts? You went to them courts And then you trying to put Tasha in prison. Wow, I got to put that in my title because you trying to put Cardi B is trying to put Tasha K in prison. That is messed up, yo. Listen, why couldn't your legal representation? You know, I understand. Listen, I understand like the tactics of collection agencies and things like that, right? I worked for a collection agency for one day. I remember I was working for this temp agency. And this is back when in my customer service days, and they was trying to put me with a job, and they didn't tell me that they was sending me to a collection agency. I worked there one day, but I seen how aggressive and, you know, the different steps that they had to go through to do things. I lasted there one day, and I said, listen, I'll call back to the agency. I said, y'all supposed to put me in a customer service. This is a job based on collections, and if you don't perform right, you're not gonna, you know, they boot you. So I got out of that before it even started. But what I wanted to say is that collection agencies are very aggressive. Why couldn't y'all send no message to Tasha K to be like, hey, we're about to do XYZ. You know, I just want to give you a chance. If you don't start paying, boom. But maybe Tasha K, she did that bankruptcy and she thought that she would have some sort of protection under that. I don't know. But I feel like you could have at least waved the flag, be like, listen, we found these accounts. I'm going to try to give you a chance before we move forward. We need to set up some sort of arrangement so that you can pay XYZ off. And I feel like they had some dollar amounts that were listed. I don't know how much money it was, but I don't even feel like there was anything like substantial like that. But Cardi B is trying to send Tasha K to prison. You think she concerned about the place where her and her kids is going to live in? She want them poverty stricken. She want the rules to be strict and trying to strip the woman of all she has. Listen, Tasha, get money. Start turning up on that content if you got to pay that girl some money. Because listen, you don't want them to start garnishing wages and trying to take your YouTube check and all of that. Cardi, I can't respect it. I don't respect it, and I don't care how any of her fans who watch this feel about it. Feel how you feel and heal how you heal. Potent, pondering, never pandering, never panhandling. Subscribe to this channel. Support the channel. The Cash App is in the description. And yeah, I'm up out of here. Peace.